High profile Edith Baraswa Lambert. It's good to have you on the seat again. Thank you so much for stopping by. I mean, I just want to let you know that this is not going to be a last time. In case you're thinking, okay, I did it the first time, I'm here again. I'm not gonna. Baby girl, you're part and parcel of this program, so you'll be showing anytime we need you, anytime we call. Please, I'm not forcing you, but thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for adding please.
Very
cute of you.
Yeah. Why do you feel like this? Like you and please 5 and 6 humans and pleases and I beg 5 and 6. Why is it so?
It does a lot actually. It appeases the girls.
But do you know that might not really be coming from a place of love or a place of sincerity or a place of I really want to say it. They might just be saying I think that it still does appease the girls.
That's true too. It's very true, but still it doesn't work. It does its trick, right?
Right.
It still does, yeah.
Well, girl, you look like someone who is enjoying life, someone that is not experiencing what a lot of us in Nigeria are going through right now. Do you mind telling us the secret? Because you can't be glowing in this economy like this. Do you mind sharing the secret?
Are you kidding me? For real? Sorry, okay. Thank you for busting my bubbles anyway. But now, God, I think that's what I have to say, right? Because I'm going through my own struggles. I am definitely going through my own struggles. We're all going through different problems in our lives, right? But I'm trying to put up a bold front and keep pushing one step at a time.
You know, there's this assumption about pretty women, I think women in general, because I've actually heard men say that, oh, I wish I was a girl. I don't think I'll be going through this. Economy is going to tell so much on me. I don't think I'll be going through this. I don't think I'll be going through that. Oh, I really wish I was a girl. What do you really think about that? You just said that we all go through our own phases and you're going through yours as well. Really? Because men think that pretty women don't go through problems. They don't experience it.
Yeah. So first off, that's a fucking annoying misconception that the world have. Pretty girls like us, we also go through our own struggles.
It's the fact that you call yourself. I just love that for you, girl, because you don't have to wait until Gretchen says, "Girl, you're beautiful," before you acknowledge the fact that you're beautiful. Thank God you know you're beautiful. Please go on.
So as I said, pretty girls also go through their own struggle. We go through our own struggle, right? There is something called pretty shaming. We also get shamed as pretty girls too. So it's a misconception that people have that pretty girls things go easy for them. It's not true, right? So being pretty has its own benefits, right? It can get you into the room, but what keeps you in the room is like definitely what's up here, not your face or physique. Yeah. If you feel I can simply be a pretty girl and get to the top, maybe if you know how to walk your way through, maybe you can achieve it. But personally, I feel that I just don't want to be a pretty face, right? I don't want to be known as a pretty girl, just that. I also want to be known for something else, for being a smart girl, for being intelligent, for being this and for being that, and not just simply a pretty face. So when somebody says, yeah, you got up there simply because of your beauty, I can defend myself and say, no, I actually worked my ass off to get to that point in life, right? So, as I said, I can actually get to a room because I am pretty. It gives me this extra confidence, right? Okay, I can walk up to anybody, literally anybody, and speak to that person because I feel they would first give me that attention because of physical look, first of all.
So do you mean that ugly girls, is there anybody that is ugly? Because
nobody in this present, I think in this present world or era that we're in, they're not pretty. They're not ugly person.
They're not ugly person.
Nobody's ugly, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to know how to put yourself together, how to be presentable, and how to just look good. I think that's it.
But let's look at the situation of men versus women. I don't know. You've also heard when people will say that, oh, men go through so much more than women. Women enjoy life easy, like I said earlier. Between men and women, how would you describe their phases of going through life? Would you say that that of men is worse, or the women are, getting the most difficult share of life?
Okay, so just so I am not misunderstood, yeah, because we live in a world right now where people just pick up what you say and then create a whole narrative out of it. So I would say each gender, or the various genders, we just have two genders, sorry.
You're the one saying we just have two genders. Okay, yes, we have two gender, but we have different pronouns.
That one, let's not go there. Anyway, so as I was saying, I feel that there is a saying that you have the strength to handle whatever life brings your way, right? I think that there's a biblical scripture for that. I can't really get it right now. But what I'm trying to say is, for the males, they have their own struggle that they have the strength to handle. And for us as females too, we also have our own struggles, our own problems. And I feel like we also have the ability in us to also handle it. But if I'm to be neutral right now, I'm in a neutral position. I'm neither female nor male. I would say, or I might say that I feel like females have it more difficult in this society or in this world.
Why do you say so?
Okay, I'd say if I'm to evaluate from childhood up until when they get old, there is a whole lot of struggle, right? Okay, so if I'm to compare between a man and between a male and a female, now when a female child is born, I don't want to sound like an expert right now because I'm not one. As female, we go through menstrual cycle and it comes with its own perks, right? We also go through ovulation, we go through menopause at some point in our life. We have PCOS that's disturbing a whole lot of ladies. So I feel that for the man, when he's grown and he's an adult, all he has to do is probably go out, hustle, make money for the family. But for the lady, especially in this present world where the lady also has to work, she also has to keep the family intact. She also has to clean and make sure the house cook too, right? And she's also working. But all the man has to do is go make money and then fit the family, right? So of course that is very, very stressful. It's strenuous. It comes with a lot of challenges. But for the lady, you're going through emotional challenges, you're going through physical challenges, you're going through spiritual challenges.
Yeah, you think men don't go through spiritual problems and emotional
okay, they
problems
do
as well?
too. But you see the emotional challenge ladies go through, it's a lot, it's overwhelming, it's too much. As a lady, I know I go through every month.
Are you sure women are not the ones sometimes just overthinking things and giving themselves headache and all?
Okay, so I don't think so. I think it's in our nature to first be overthinkers, to over worry about things, to be extra dramatic sometimes, you know. Because as a lady, and I know most ladies also would agree with me, right? In your circle, your monthly circle, right? You go through some traumas, you go through some emotional mood swings and things like that. These things are not things you can actually just control. They are, it's biological, right? And you're because you're just missing your menstrual cycle or your period, and for no reason you're getting icked at people, you're getting triggered and things like that. You're having mood swings, you're having cravings and all of that. These are things
I don't think men actually knows this thing, or maybe from now they might understand better. But while you're mentioning all of that, there are some times that men also have their own when it comes to their manhood being dysfunctional.
Okay, that's true. I think that's the strength of a man.
Yeah, because any man that just experienced dysfunctional dick, I know they call us on the air when we start talking about things to do. You see them calling, and it makes them feel as though their entire world has come to an end. Once they see, you can actually experience that as a lady and start looking for. I don't know, women don't go through that, right? They have this dysfunction.
Yes, we do too. So we go through the dry thing where a man will complain she's too dry.
Yeah.
And now you have to go look for solutions for your right. We also have the problem where we always come down with infections because of how the female genital is created, right? We have the fertility problem. A lady gets married, right? And it's the concern for childbearing. It's mostly on the shoulders of the lady. And sometimes it might not be from her.
Yeah, because
it might be from the man.
Yes, but why is it that people always point fingers at the woman and not the man? Because I don't know why.
It's the society we live in. I think the society always defends the man. That the society has always been behind the man, even when it comes to relationships, marriage, and some other aspects of life. Now, when something happens in a home where a man has extramarital affairs, or he has extra girlfriends, he might not be in marriage, but he goes about his fluctuous, right? So the society will always say he's a man, allow him to do it. But for a lady, do not tell you she's promiscuous.
No, but
right?
Don't you think that's an African thing? They'll tell you that for as Africans, men are allowed to get as many women as they want, and these days their money can, Jesus, do a lot of things. So, but it is actually different with women.
Yeah. So as I said, the universe is right behind the man, but for the lady, you have to struggle for every single thing to get married. There is always there's an age limit to get married for a lady, but for a man, there isn't. I don't